like I said, being on, we've been on that dike. I mean, the audio would have been horrible. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Last time I was here, goddamn, the rod I had, every rod I had thrown out this way, one that was getting hit. Yeah, everything on the main channel, I couldn't never get a hit. Hey, Bugman, Hillbilly Moonshiner, 351. Yeah, 351. We just got reset up. We came down river several miles, and we were gonna get out on that dike, but the wind is absolutely ripping out there, so you guys wouldn't have been able to hear us. Pico Fatter, how we doing? So we came in. We're actually on a section of bank that curves out towards that dike, so we can still hit that current seam and everything, and that sky hole from where we're at. And we've got some really good water, deep water right here. So hopefully this pans out. I got to drop down there and tighten up my line on my one rod. Whew. Yeah, we got a wicked wind coming down the river. We got some shad, we got some chicken on the rods, and my buddy he's got some, he's trying some shrimp. Kind of tossed up here more in the slack water to see if maybe I get back in the slack water. Which is the case a lot of times. We start getting better cold with this man. The rods are just steady bouncing. The wind is just ripping. Ripping through here. Way back in that back corner of this wing dike, there's ice coming out our way. It's all frozen up back there. Back where we are, though, we got a big eddy main current out here, so it's keeping it open. We're on the Mississippi. We're several miles south of Chester, Illinois, where we're at. In this particular spot, I've had luck here in the past and in previous winters for cats, so hopefully it'll pan out. But I'll be honest, I've never fished in the winter when the river has been this low. It is. I mean, it's the lowest I've seen in years. Hey, some fish. We crossed the tributary, pretty good sized little tributary creek coming up in here, but the river is so low where it comes out of the bluffs. It comes down into a big massive sandbar. It literally was running into just disappearing in the sand because it comes out of the river is so low. It just comes out of a big long massive sandbar. Fished this spot a few weeks back, and I caught a handful of blues here. So they cooperate today. First spot we fished, we kind of backed out of the wind. We had a nice little wind break the way the bluff turned around. Where we're at now, yeah, we're just got straight line wind, which is still better here than it would have been out on the dike. So. Hey, Gigabilly. I just got set up. We've been live for a grand total of 6 minutes at Gigabilly. So hopefully we had set up early. We had a live going. We were starting to get a pretty good handful of folks in. But then we wasn't getting any hits. We were quite a bit ways upriver on a sandbar and wasn't doing too hot. So we decided to relocate down here on some deeper water. We're actually on the backside of one of these wing dikes. Hey, Donald, how we doing? Let me give this a good little bit. Hopefully, we pick something up. I know Danny Stone Outdoors is live right now. He's 7 miles downriver, and he was getting in some channel cat yesterday. Hey, what's going on, Charlie? Out here in the freaking freeze our tails off. Charlie, when I see you, buddy, I'm gonna have to show you a shed antler my buddy just found. You're gonna crap. I think it's ginormous. Which we got quite a bit of wave action right here. We're fishing. So where we was out earlier, heck, you probably had a good 4 or 5 foot visibility because it was so dang clear. When we got out here earlier, it was 17 degrees. Now it's, I think it's in the 20s now, I think. It's kind of hard to tell that way that wind's ripping. Yeah, Charlie, I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till at least mid to late February before I get serious about looking for any shit antlers. It's a bit early, you know. do where you got your line at? Straight out? Yeah, that wind is ripping through here. It's gonna be hard to tell. You want them light biters, you know. Yeah, the way this wind's ripping, it's gonna be hard to tell if a guy, a little bitty cat's hitting on anything. Unless we get one that just absolutely loads the rod. But that's what we want anyway. When we first come down here, there was a juvenile bald eagle. There's some ice over there. It was feeding on dead fish carcass. On the ice over there, it was feeding on that fish carcass. Hey, Rustic, what's going on, buddy? Rustic, we probably should have followed your lead and got back in one of them tributary creeks where the waters are probably a little warmer. But we're out here in the main river trying to get on one of these, trying to get on a big blue. Hey, Freddie, what's going on? Probably got a good, nice little 20, 30 mile an hour wind ripping through here. Yeah, Rustic, we don't really have anywhere up this way we're at, where like the tributary is really coming into go to the Cascade. And we don't have any, I don't mean any service here to stream like, at all. Have no service. And we had talked about that, maybe go up there and just put a video. But this was kind of a last minute deal. Me and my buddy finally got together. We hadn't fished together in months, work and everything. So we decided to get together and try hitting this spot, do a live stream. And I've got some really, really nice blues in this spot over there. But like I said, I've never seen the river this low. This time of the winter, it is crazy how low it is up here. Yeah, those backwaters are always a good bet. Like I said, we don't have anywhere like I said, we got the Cascades, gets a little bit of a drive. And we thought about hitting this one creek coming in there, but the river is so low where it came out of the bluffs and across the sandbar. It was literally disappearing into the sand. It was crazy. boy, I don't know, Russ, if you guys had all that stuff coming in from the Ohio and everything, that always makes for a tough bite a lot of times when it's dropping real fast like that. I fully expect the river like next month or so to really start coming out, especially if the stuff starts, everything up north starts melting. I know everything like up the Keokuk above is frozen solid in the Mississippi way upstream. And Missouri's been it's froze way upstream, so we'll get all that stuff here in the next month and a half, and we got a lot of Asian carp, Rusty, that stays back in behind these wing dikes. I mean, you can go in there with a snagging hook behind these dikes and just snag them things left and right. They're just laying there lousy. And a lot of days when the weather's not so windy, you'll see shad out there flipping, and them seagulls will be in there diving down on them. Yeah, Russ, we would have bought our snagging hooks with it. Yeah, definitely. That's what we do a lot of times when we come to these dikes in the summertime. I'll bring a snagging rig with me, and usually just a cast or two. I'll be able to foul hook a big head carp or an Asian carp and have all the bait I need. In the summertime when it's hot, back behind the gun, I mean, this thing will just be solid with them Asian carp laying on the surface. Some big head silver carp will just be laying everywhere out to the surface. ripping through here. When the river gets this low and starts freezing, unthawing, freezing, there's all kind of dead fish and everything along these shores. And just, when we come walking down through here, pretty good little walk back in here. There's so much coyote, raccoon sign, just tracks everywhere along the river. Rustic, check out the Whisker Seeker scales. I've got one. I really like the Whisker Seeker scales. They got the little fold-in handles, and they go up to 110 pounds, and they're a certified scale. I really like them. They're not too terribly expensive either. Well, yeah, you're right. I tell you what, I got a pair of gloves down there by the water. I'll ease down there and grab them, see if I can get them gloves in the back of there. Here, bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to get the wind noise knocked down. Dang, wind is blowing my gloves off the. Let's see here. Well, folks, I'm having all kinds of problems here. The wind keeps grabbing it. I don't know if that's going to help. right, hopefully that'll stay there. Well, you know, I carry some big old clips with me. I can clamp stuff on. I got Cujo with me. My other buddy Cujo with me down in Rock. That's pretty much like my little brother. We've known each other our entire lives, and we fish and we hunt together all the time. It was just he's been in several of the videos, but this is the first time we've got to fish together in months because he's been working up in northern Chicago. My work schedule has been crazy, so we haven't been able to get too much fishing time in. So. Oh, I'm trying to pin this glove on there, but the wind is not letting it. Trying to help out the wind noise here, but hey, Ian, heck yeah, need that big boy. Yeah, Rustic, it's main river. Yeah, the wind's been brutal lately. So I'm gonna do some scouting around, try to find some tributaries, but they're all gonna be probably a pretty good haul for the drive. But I've got a couple places in mind, and some of them are actually uh, down your guys' way. Yeah, Ian, we actually ran into some guys with the first spot we fished at through the boat ramp, and but they were commercial fishermen. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't too happy about that. And one guy said they pulled like 1,000 pounds of blue cat out of the river this winter, and I'm just like, I, I don't know. I asked the gentleman, so man, why can't you guys just go after the uh, car from Buffalo and leave the blue cat and stuff be? But he's like, well, that's what the big market. I don't agree with commercial fishermen as far as catfish, rough fish all day long because there's so many of them. But it really just hurts our population, commercial fishermen. And yeah, sounds like they've been just cleaning up on the blue cats. So hey, Market Anthony, how we doing, buddy? Let's see. We've been here right at half hour. So far, we haven't even had a nibble yet. Yeah, I know a lot of the guys are struggling around here trying to find a boat ramp around here that's not frozen over. Pretty much all our lakes, uh, ponds are frozen around here, but it's not enough ice where you can get out on them yet. But they're pretty much froze. So the rivers and creeks are else to go to a Baldwin power plant. Like, what's me and my buddy we'd talk about, cause we hadn't fished together forever, about going over there. And don't get me wrong, yeah, you can catch cats. But we're thinking, well, let's get out in the river and see if we can't get into a big one. But this cold weather, you gotta be patient. Hey, Mark, what's going on, buddy? Mark, it's been tough so far. We tried one spot upriver first, off the main bank. There was a real deep spot. We had a couple little light hits there, so we moved way down river. I got my buddy Cujo with me. He's sitting there and bundled up on the rocks over there, and we're fishing one of the. Well, we're not out on the main, out on that wing dike, but we're fishing right off where the bank kind of cuts out towards it. We can actually reach the current seam where we're sitting. But, so we haven't been fishing but a half hour. We haven't pulled anything yet, so. Might reel the whisker seeker in there and whip that sucker out there a little farther and see what happens. But got a barge coming down the main river now. Now we got a bunch of weather coming in this week. Supposed to get some snow, some ice, and everything else later in the week. Hopefully warm, like really warm up in the next couple days. And then in the middle of the week, temperature can drop, and we're supposed to get some snow, all kind of nasty crap. Hey, Matt, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, we downsized the baits just a hair, trying to see if they may do a little better with smaller baits. Hey, what's going on, Kayak Mike? Buddy, it's been tough, man. It's just river is crazy, crazy low. We've been kind of jumping around trying to find some deep water these fish might be in. So far, it's not happened yet. So we're gonna fish a while longer yet and see if we can't get into it. But I am gonna relocate a rod here. Me and my buddy were just talking. We're gonna anxious for the weather to start warming up. We're gonna get our kayaks at another river not too far from here. Which I don't know why. I never thought about it before. It's gonna be perfect for getting out there and drift fishing for some big blues and flats. I mean, it's an absolute perfect river for it. It's got a nice little current, but it's not too fast, so it's not real wide. So it's gonna be a really good spot to do some kayak fishing. But right now, it's got all kind of ice and everything in it. 8 inches of ice. Dang. Yeah, Mark, you got. Whoops, here. Something was bumping around. I kind of popped that whisker seat one time. But yeah, Mark, we got ice around here, but nothing enough to stand on yet, safely anyway. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, you're absolutely right, but I'm ready for it to warm up. Get that flathead bite going again. I was saying earlier, that's one thing. I mean, I love fishing the spring, summer, because you always got the opportunity to get all three. Get your channels, your flats, your blues. In the wintertime, it's just pretty much your channels and your flats. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, your blues is all you're gonna get into. Don't get me wrong, you can catch flatheads in the winter, but far and few between. probably had one kind of hammering on it, but come back without having bait off there. Mark, hopefully I can get on that one this year, Mark. That 1-versus-1 come March. Hmm. Dang, yeah, that'd be rough. Don't fly. Whew. I fell through the ice several years ago. I was trapping, and I was crossing this little tributary creek, and I went up to my shoulders. Was able to get out, but oh my God, it was miserable. All right, good deal, Mark. Boy, I ain't 100% sure. Might be getting hit on that Uncle Lou's rod, middle rod, something kind of so hard to tell. This wind ripping through here. Unless the fish just really just hammers it, it's hard to tell. And you go back down there and reel up the slack and the whisker seeker anyway. Hey, what's going on, Bill? Yeah, if it cuts into your fishing time, hosting the tournaments. Well, unless you're like Chad, you can just fish your own tournament. What's going on, Brad? John boy? Well, that little sandbar point you're talking about, John boy, there's actually ice. Kind of hard to see, but it's frozen back over in there. The water's kind of calm back over there, and it's frozen. My buddy's sitting, and kind of hard to see him. He's sitting. There he is. He's sitting up against the rock. He actually got a couple of lines kind of thrown up in that direction. Yeah, we could have went and hit ball one today. Been a safe bet to catch fish. But like I said, we wanted to try to get on some decent sized fish today. We also contemplated about the hitting that Kaskaskia River today too, but it's I can't ever find any like in real like super deep water, you know, that may concentrate these fish in the winter, you know. Yeah, John Boy, when we first walked over the hill here, there's some type of dead fish laying out there in that ice, and there's a juvenile bald eagles feeding on the fish carcass. Mark, yeah, actually on the whisker seeker, I do have a piece of chicken. With these other two rods, I've got shad, and my buddy has got shad, and he's actually trying some shrimp just to see see what happens. And a couple of little hits we've had so far today, everything's been on chicken. But our shads also was frozen too, because all our bait holes are frozen shut right now. So yeah, last winter on the chicken, I cleaned house on the chicken in the river. The last one, I'd say the river's probably another 4 to 5 foot higher than what it is right now. I mean, there's like you get down river, there's sandbars that go for miles that you normally never see down through there. Yeah, this bank we're sitting on, it's gonna be a heck of a spot for flathead. Come spring, there's all kind of big rock and wood uh, right here, so it's gonna be definitely be a spot. We'll come back to this spring. There's actually a big cut back over here, which I do some flathead fishing some once in a while. And I've lost a couple good big fish in there last one. I got me wrapped up in rocks and everything. Chinese duck for dinner. Heck yeah. All right, Mark. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Okay, if you reel one in, take one and whiz that sucker far as you can in that direction. Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's like more out there. Just out towards that point. That one's kind of been out that far. Yeah, just checking here. By relocating.
But just so hard to see him, the way the wind's whipping.
It's hard to see even that little, just that little.
The only reason I knew that whisker seeker was in because the dang line was going up, started going up the channel. I'll tell you what, folks, if it wasn't for the wind, it wouldn't be bad out here at all. But man, this wind is ripping through here. The main river is whitecapping. If that tells you anything. Supposed to be pretty warm tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna fire up the smoker and put some ribs on the smoker tomorrow. What a great thing about with the river being this low, I can take a look at all this stuff like these riprap banks and cut banks, and kind of know where they're at when the water gets high, and I can get around there and fish these things. Like right against this base of this wing dike way over here, there's a big, massive, deep cut bank right there. That can be really, really good for flathead. Long, big riprap bank. Most of the time, like where I'm sitting in the spring, heck, there's probably the water probably goes 10 foot up the bank higher up here against these tree line. Mr. Duggar, how we doing? No, Mr. Duggar, no fish yet. No fish. We've had a couple hits, but not since we relocated yet. So we're gonna give it a while longer yet. Hopefully something picks up. Yeah, I've had just a couple real small hits so far. That's been it. River has been really tough lately. Really tough. Maybe take a road trip and go hit one of the different power plant lakes and then the Baldwin Lake I've been hitting. Try to get on some really big cats. Baldwin Lake, I fish a lot. I do some lives at. The numbers are there. The big fish are there, but they're just really hard to get fishing off the main bank. So we're definitely gonna might do a little road trip. It's about 3.5 hours to Pyreton Lake and four hours to LaSalle. But we'll see how this trip goes. I'll try to figure out something for next weekend. Try to do another live, but not sure yet where I'll do it yet. Besides being cold, y'all, heck, I mean, it's beautiful out here. I mean, just beautiful, gorgeous, sunshiny day. Supposed to warm up big time here the next. We got about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday here. It's supposed to get up dang near in the upper 40s, 50s. But then later in the week, we're supposed to drop off again. We're supposed to get a bunch of snow and ice. We got a bunch of weather coming in starting Tuesday here, so I'd love to be able to get out and fish during that midweek when it's warming up. Right now it's in the teens, and it'd be amazing just temperature climbing that much, how big of an impact it will make on the fishing. Rustic, I've got a PayPal on my Parker Pursuits Facebook page. I haven't figured it out on this thing either, because I know there's a way to set it up, but it's not about me. I don't know. I might just wait until hopefully here in the next few months I can hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'll set one up through YouTube. But I use StreamYard, and I know StreamYard's way different than stream through YouTube. So yeah, Rustic. Off that point, but the particular spot where we're sitting, this dike is really close to us. So the seam line, we're actually able to reach it from where we're sitting. And we've got some really good water. That whisker seeker, I dropped it right out on that current seam. So we're just gonna go out there, but there better be like absolutely no way you guys will be able to hear us once we got out there. Because the way this wind is ripping, I kind of got somewhere on a little bit of a cut bank. But yeah, out there, there'd been no way you guys could have heard us. And it does. There is a ton. Like, you can take a snagging rod in here and just catch Asian carp, just snag Asian carp one rod after another. And then when the wind ain't blowing, you usually see a lot of seagulls and stuff in here picking the shad off. Then out on these dikes, there's always moon eye and stuff chasing bait when the weather's warm. I've caught some big blues in this spot in the winter before, but the river's also about 4 to 5 foot higher, so. Plus out in the main, off that end of that dike, we got chunks of ice coming down the river out in the main channel a little bit here. Hey, local 252, fins at the bow. I'll be honest now. Oops, wish my secret getting something's tapping it. Yeah, now the deer season and everything they're with, I'm ready for spring. Need to be like one of them snowbirds, head south for the winter, head down to Florida or Texas, and I got a couple of my good friends that live down in Florida, and they said they're catching stuff like crazy out of the surf right now. Hey, UK fishing with Big Dan, how we doing? Some day to wait spring. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I am so ready. At least get that water temperature back in the 50s, upper 50s. Everything will hit when that water temperature starts getting in that 50-degree range. Oh my goodness. You're gonna have to dive out there and make these things hit. What do you got? You lucky buckeye?
Now we got this.
Gotta catch fish now. Yeah, my buddy carries a buckeye. Comes off the buckeye trees. He carries one in his pocket. He's had for years. He's just rubbed on the rods. Hopefully that'll get some mojo going. My wife and girls took the granddaughter and another little girl to the trampoline park today. And they were like, you want to go? I said, yeah, I would, but I'd probably hurt myself. Boy, the daggum wind is making it tough to tell. Like, you get a really light bite fish. It's making it really hard to tell if they're hitting. Yeah, it's definitely the case sometimes here in the winter. Them big blues, even the bigger ones, they won't hit it real hard. They'll just kind of tap around on it and they'll crank down on them. They'll be there. But then I've had them just absolutely slam a rod, even when it's very cold temperatures. Weather starts warming up a bit, y'all. I'm gonna make a. Well, I'll be hitting some different spots this year for live streams. Like, I'm gonna try go down to the Mississippi and the Ohio, come in together, and maybe make a run to Kentucky and Barkley Dam. Try to do some live stream, maybe do some video there too. Rustic and sandwich would be amazing right now. Weather starts straightening up big. I'm gonna try to get down south and do some fishing with Danny Stone, Rustic, and Rich from Fishing and Freedom. Try to get a river trip in with everybody. Well, Ian, thanks for coming in, buddy. We may try to relocate down to the ground to a little mud bar. I don't know. Fish right on the edge of that ice. Cause I know there's a pretty deep water right there, and I've caught channel cat in there in this black water. The blues definitely don't seem to be cooperating. But the problem is the sandbar ain't got nowhere to stick a rod. You have to almost stick a stick out there with a wire line. That's going to be the only place that can be thawed out. Yeah, and plus I could probably get the camera out of the wind just a little bit. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to walk over there to that little sitting point right there. I'm going to see if it's solid enough to hold me. And see if I can. Well, guys, we just had some ducks landing. Oh, there they go. We just had some canvasback ducks land in the right in front of us here, but then they realized we were sitting here. I'm gonna hop down there. I'm gonna check this little sample and see if I can stick a stick in the mud there, the rod holder. We may end up relocating on that little sandbar. Just try to get out of this wind. Maybe get up and try fishing up in this little slack of water. See if maybe we can get in some fish. So. going on, Andy? All right, guys. I can actually probably get it rotting over there. So I'm going to reel my rods in. I'm going to get the camera and everything. We'll get it set up over there. And I'm going to try that over there. Get a little bit more slacker water. See the fish went up in there. We're going to give that a shot. So. All right, guys, we're going to move you guys over there. Let's take a little walk across these rocks here. A little sketchy going here. All right. We're out of the wind a little bit here. So, get you guys set up here. Ooh, sorry about that, y'all. Trying to get everything here. Anglersville, how we doing? Polar Bear, how we doing, guys? All right. Get this set up here. Got to readjust my tripod here, man. Made a little bit of a move here. Well, y'all were just having all kind of problems anyway. Wind and this everything. Yeah, no, I'm good. We got it all around here. Let me get these rods out. All right, there we go. Some sand off. Woo. All right, guys, I'm gonna go grab my other rest of my tackle. Hopefully this pans out a little better. Oh, we got a little bit of gooey mud. 16 inch of hay. Better than nothing. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Carmel, come on, see how we doing. Hey, Brian B, what's going on, buddy? We just made a little relocated out of the main current. We got it back behind the dike and a slack of water. We're gonna maybe see if that makes a difference. No, hey, but it's been slow, buddy. We've had a few little hits. Turnout has been really, really slow so far. Let's get you guys situated there. Well, I got all kinds of sand and everything all over my screen. I'm dropping it. Trying to got a little slack of water. Maybe see if that makes a difference, guys. Your fish main channel and nothing was kicking. That's a little muddier here, that's for sure. Guard Morgan, how we doing? So I'm trying to find me another stick to stick in mud to get my other rod out here. That'll work, buddy. All right. Yep, going old school, Bill. Old school. Hey, Ronnie. I we didn't bring our good rod holders with us, did we? We had to make a pretty good walk into where we're at. I don't know, we probably walked a good about a mile into where we're at. So we wanted to travel light, and the ones I got are made out of a 3 foot length of gas pipe, and you can kill a grizzly bear with that. But it's a little heavy to carry, so buddy's fishing behind me on the rocks. Where we originally started. So 45 fish on my way to 100 fish goal. Rustic for how long? For this month? Or man, if you just want numbers, need to get you up to Baldwin on a good day. You can probably break 30, 40 fish on your own on a good day. Fair. Especially if you're not concerned about size. Rustic, how long are you giving yourself for that 100 fish goal? Like this to the end of the month or next couple months or well on your way there, Rustic. Well on your way, buddy. I'll be honest, I haven't kept track of even what I've caught so far this year. Now, if we can't count everything, going out the LG bass, heck yeah, that was a pretty awesome goal he had set. I mean, I don't know if like if you're just counting catfish or what. I know if I was counting like everything, no, if I was set because I did some crappie fishing a few weeks ago, and oh my god, I caught a ton of crappie. And of course, a few of the trips I ball and caught a ton of blue cats over there. Nothing big yet. Yeah, on my water edge, up it's a little muddy. Just cats. There you go. That's pretty dang. You're doing pretty good there, buddy. You're doing real good. Boy, dadgum wind, y'all. Definitely warmed up since we've been out here. So when me and my buddy got out here this morning, because this afternoon it was like 17 degrees, and that's I'd say it's in the mid 20s, but now high 20s. Yeah, yeah, guard masters with me. Hey, Cujo. Abbott says hello to the guard master.
Hello, Abbott. I can't even get a car today.
Yeah. Yeah, my buddy Cujo. We fished with Abbott back this summer. Oh, I guess it was early fall, and oh, my buddy was on a guard roll. He was catching all kind of guard, and ever since then, Abbott's been calling him the guard master. He said, "Yeah, we hadn't even caught a guard today." Russell says a strive 500. Well, that is definitely doable. That is 100% doable, Rusty. I think, especially the areas you've been fishing. That starts warming up. Oh my God, them channel cat will be on fire in there. I might go a couple places this year and just try to do a couple of channel cat live streams. I've got a lake, the local public lake, probably not even, oh heck, 15 minutes from my house. And there's a lot of channel cat in there, and there is a handful of some really big channel cat. I've caught several channel cat in that little lake. Well, not little. I'd say it's about 360-acre lake, and we've caught several in the teens in there. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, buddy. Hit that thumbs up. eye froze. Word of advice, guys: check your rod eyes before you throw in this weather. It could dang rod eye froze up on me and snapped my line. So I got to retie the old whiskey seeker. Yeah, I've got a rod out there aiming in that deep hole. Hey, real beast of the house. I'm getting really tired here. I snapped my dang line. My rod eye froze. I went to throw it and snapped my leader off. Getting re-rigged up. I'm gonna go with a little bit shorter leader than what I had been running. Yeah, Rustic, I loosened them drags a little bit. Yeah, we got a good takedown. Hopefully, it won't take off my stuff. All right. Hey, your boy, your boy Troy. How we doing, buddy? So it's getting late afternoon. Hopefully, we can add up for the second over with. Casey Fish Page. It's been tough, buddy. It's been tough. We've tried a couple different spots. We've had a few little hits, but it's been really, really slow. We thought about going to a local power plant lake. I'm fishing with my buddy. He's back behind me. Uh, we're almost a guarantee to catch some fish, but you catch a lot of small stuff. So we wanted to come up here and try to hit the main river and see if we couldn't maybe get into some good fish. Boy, the bad thing about fish is when you got that belly in your line, no matter how hard you crank down in your sit-ups, it makes it really hard if you get a light bite fish. One bad thing about fishing the main river this time of year. Did it hit?
No, I just passed it down.
Huh?
I just passed
Oh,
it
did you?
down.
Boy, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday around here is supposed to warm up pretty good. I mean, about almost a 30-degree temperature difference. Then the end of the week, the temperature's supposed to fall back off. We're supposed to get some snow, ice, and all that. So might be a little. Tuesday, Wednesday, be definitely be good days for fish. Hooraka! Well, hey, thanks for coming in. The chat. Thanks very much for coming in. It's been it's been really slow. All right, Rustic, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna flip my screen. I've actually got my dang microphone facing the way. I'm gonna spin this around, y'all. That ain't better, Rustic. Hey, what's going on, Mad Getter? Yeah, this wind is ripping, y'all. It is. I'm gonna try again what they call a oh, it's a dead cat thing. They call you attach by your microphone. Supposed to cut down on your uh, wind noise. I gotta get one for my GoPro anyway for our video and stuff. And, a lot of my videos I'm out here on the river and stuff, or else out on the bigger lakes. So. Well, the wind's really picked up. The ice that's out here, it's almost a lot of it's gone already. The ice wave action's hitting and melting. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try a few different things this year. Try to keep. I know a lot of times, even in the summertime when I'm fishing out on these dikes, it's windy. Doing these live streams and stuff, it gets really windy. I know it's unbearable for you guys having to listen to that wind ripping through there. Boy, even the little blues ain't harassing. Hey, Jody. Jody, you fishing or you at the house? I help put a coat on. Jody, I am got my hoodie on. I'm bundled. Got my bum gloves on. Sock cap. Rustic, no, I got a few things to take care of tomorrow, Rustic, and I know the weather's supposed to be really, really nice tomorrow. And my wife and girls have put the request in for me to smoke some ribs. So when I get the smoker fired up, I'm gonna put some ribs on the smoker tomorrow. probably a few other things. So yeah, I got a few things I got to take care of tomorrow. So yeah, fishing won't be in the cards tomorrow. Hope it's good, Bill. Enjoy it, buddy.
As soon as I see the rod going, I'm like, where's the catfish? He should be on the other side of the dike, and I keep pulling. As soon as I met the one,
Oh, there we go. It'd be great, guys, if this wind would lay down. Boy, this wind, they're really gonna have to fish. Gonna have to really load up on them rods before you might see it. Well, that main river just white capping like crazy. You guys can probably hear the waves hitting the bank. Might do some looking around next time before I go live. See if I can't find a big tributary creek somewhere around here. I've got a couple of spots I need to check out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have service though. There's one about 30 miles from here. I'm gonna check out upriver. Hey Alvin, how we doing, buddy? Just a bit slow, Alvin. You're really slow, buddy. Tried a spot way upriver earlier, off the main bank. Didn't do any good, so we just relocated here. We've been here a couple hours now, and it's been like just incredibly slow today. I was fishing main current, but now I moved into like some slacker water here, back behind this wing dike, because sometimes them cattle winter up in the slacker water. Give them that a shot. I mean, I've still got one rod out in the main current, but I've got two of them pitched up in the slacker water to maybe see if we can get a hit. Mike Irvin, Thomas, how we doing? Apache's in here. Must miss a few folks coming in. Hey, Topher. Caught one somewhere out downstream, frozen bluegill. Yeah, Topher, it's been rough up here. I mean, we tried a few different spots. Like I said, we've had some little hits, but nothing really cooperating. We didn't get out here. We got out here about 1 o'clock, I guess. Yeah, y'all, I am definitely ready for those springtime nights. The lights set up, get the rod set up, and just listen to the crickets and the bugs and sit Down a short sleeves shirt out here in these dikes. That's what I'm ready for. I'm gonna take a day and go up down this river and just try to find spots that have got service. Try to get you guys some different scenery. I got about maybe half a dozen spots in this river, in this area I can get to have service. I mean, I've got a lot of spots to fish up and around, but a lot of them don't have service. So I am gonna keep looking around and try to find some more good spots for service. Keep things interesting this coming spring and summer. Oh, Russell, definitely. Yeah, I want to get you, Danny, and Rich together, and all let's do a river fishing trip. I'm gonna even gonna come down your guys' way. I think me, Danny, and Stone, and Rich from Fishing Freedom was talking about that. I'm gonna get down your guys' way and do some river fishing. Boy, I was saying earlier, I need to be like some of those snowbirds head south for the winter. Head down to Texas and Florida. Surf fishing in winter in Florida is amazing in the winter. Seeing so many new names coming to the chats, you know, the last month or so. It's awesome. The catfish community, starting to grow, especially like our little family. Everybody always like the weekly chats coming to Mark, catfish crappie, Lyle, catfish crappie, Chad, fish with the Chad, and you got Roger Dement, Muskrat Adventures, and Creole, and Patriot James. Everybody doing chats. Pretty much any night of the week you can find Palmetto and stuff. Everybody doing chats, and it's just always really nice to see how many new people are coming into the little community anymore. Kevin, it is brutal windy, buddy. When we got out of here this morning, it was 17 degrees, and I think it has warmed up to it's in the maybe mid 20s, but the wind it definitely don't fit. The wind is ripping through here, and I've got a glove up against my microphone trying to block the wind, but it is absolutely the wind is just ripping through here. Fishing has been extremely tough. My buddy that's fishing with me, he's back behind me in the rocks, and yeah, Kevin. The problem is in this part of the country, the wind always this time of year blows constantly. It's very seldom do you get a day where it's not windy. And I told her, saying, you being on a boat, it can be rough. You can just beat the ground, then it gets dangerous. Me and my buddy had talked about going over the ball in a power plant lake today. We haven't fished together in months. And it's always a safe bet to go over there and catch some fish. But we want to get out in the river and see if we can't get into some big fish. Yeah, Rustic, I had a Rustic was saying put your side phones. I ended up taking one of my gloves and I got it tucked up on the back side of my microphone here, trying to block some of the wind. It's helping a little bit, I guess, but just give it a little time. Spring's almost here, guys. Almost here. Figure get through February and March in this part of the country, you're pretty much to about mid-March. You're good. But we have seen snow here in April, though. So hey, Potomac River Monsters, how we doing? Welcome in. Yeah, February, March in this part of the country, the wind, yeah, it's brutal. If I go live during that time, I may have to get on the leeward side of these dikes, but a lot of times that's on the upstream side. And I'm not a big fan of fishing the dikes on the upstream side until like once the water starts really getting warm and the fish get active. That during high water, I do really well fishing on the upstream side of these dikes. The river like is at an all-time low for this time of the year. Honestly, I can't remember. I mean, I haven't seen a river this low probably in 20 plus years in this time of the year. Rustic, would you go skipjack fishing? I'm thinking about taking a run to maybe a Kentucky Lake later this spring, try to stock up on some skipjacks. Yeah, Rustic, my mom and dad, when my mom was still alive, they lived in Kentucky for a while. And yeah, we used to fish by that dam a lot. We used to go to Kentucky Lake all the time. I love fishing behind Kentucky Dam for white bass, skipjack, catfish. Excellent, excellent fishing. Hey, Jason, what's going on, buddy? Jason, it's been rough, man. We had a few little bites here and there, but yeah, the bite has been absolutely horrible today. I come off like I'm still on the edge, like in the main river, but I'm back in behind a wing dike now, and I've got a couple baits thrown up in that slack water. And normally when I do that, the little blue cats, oh my gosh, they would just torment you to death, and they're not even hitting today. You're absolutely right, Potomac River Monster. You're absolutely right. If you can find where they're at in that particular day, where they're wintering at and everything, it can be, yeah, excellent. You can catch some giant fish during the winter. Got a few seagulls starting to show up. That power plant, like I fished a few miles from here. You get there early in the morning. There's usually this time of year. There's so many pelican and seagulls on that lake. They almost take the guesswork out where you need to go. You just go where the birds are at. It's almost guaranteed you're going to be in fish. Jason, I know that's what a couple people. Jello was in here earlier, and instead he's been hitting piraten. It's been really rough. And I know even hooked catfish. Been watching him a little bit lately, and he said it's been really hit and miss. But I think his last video, he pulled a 50 out of there. But don't remember, I'm on the Mississippi River, and on the Illinois side, a few miles from a town, and we were gonna get out on the main dike and fish, but the wind is whipping so hard out there. There's no way you guys would have been able to hear me. So we came to this one particular dike where the point that kind of sticks out toward the current scene. Last 2 weekends, hopefully third time a charm. Yeah, you just gotta keep driving away at it, Jason. That's for sure. I know there's some freaking giants in there. I want to get up there and try to make a trip up here yet this year. I'm gonna get a hold of you when I do. Hey, what's going on, squirrel? may try trying to make a trip to LaSalle Lake up there, Power Plant Lake. I've heard some good, been hearing some good things about that lake too. Yeah, Jello, from everything I'm seeing, there a lot of the guys that fish uh, pirates and stuff got those big long surf rods. I'm gonna invest in a couple surf rods just for like all that one pirate plant like ball, and when you really reach out there, I'm gonna invest in a couple surf rods just for that. Put some braid on them so I can really reach out there. Plus, when I fish off the main bank out here in the river. No squirrel. What you hear ain't no fire. What you're hearing is the wind ripping through here. When we got out here, there was like 17 degrees. I think it's in the 20s now. I stopped feeling my big toe like I don't know, like 2 hours ago. Yeah, Jason, I've watched hook catfish fishing that thing. Boy, I mean, he really whips them out there. He's got some 12, 14 foot surf rods, and looks like he's really ripping a bait out there. That's how it is. Oh yeah, it's making a miserable squirrel. Uh, and that's really how it is with that pirate blanket ball in here. Don't get me wrong, you can throw close and you catch tons of small blues. Just, I mean, all you want. But to get the really big fish, you gotta get offshore in that lake. And I've caught some really good fish out like in my kayak out of Baldwin Lake. I'm able to get offshore on the ledges and drift. And my buddy that's with me, he's fishing behind me. He's been over there in his kayak before too, and we've just had some phenomenal days catching numerous, fish in the teeters or bigger. Yeah, this river is crazy low up here right now, and it's still dropping. I just noticed it on this wing dike. There's a ridge of ice. Oh, it's probably about a foot and a half on the side of that dike, all the way down. I think where the river has dropped in the last few. We get a day with a wind now running 100 mile an hour. We get a somewhat of an easy breezy day. I'm gonna get my kayak over there and Baldwin do a drift fishing live stream over there. You get offshore and see what I can pull out for you guys. I've got to figure out a way to mount my phone and the front part of the kayak where you guys can see what's going on. I'm hoping to get a day where it's not like brutal cold. I want to get both my daughters over there to Baldwin with me. I took my oldest one over there a few weeks back. We had a really good day. We caught about 20 that day, and I want to get both of them over there, do a live stream with them, and get them on a bunch of fish. LA Gutto, how we doing? All right, we're hooked up, guys. Finally. Oh, dang it. Come off. That was a good fish, y'all. Dang, good Joe. That was, yeah, the fish had a little weight to him.
Like when you finally got it up, it looked like he was kicking.
Yep. Dang, y'all. Yeah, that was the. That fish had some weight to him. Boy, it was just slowly loading that rod up, and I cranked down on him. Yeah, he had a little weight to him, and that was on a piece of chicken. I've got shad and chicken and stuff, and mess around here all day. Finally, gonna get it hit, crank down, and he ended up coming off. Yeah, Rusty. Yeah, I was cranking down. He pulled a little bit, just a little bit of drag on me too. Wasn't much, but so it was a would have been on a skunk buster. so disappointed. And we definitely won't be fishing after dark. We didn't. We got a heck of a walk back. We didn't bring no lights or nothing with us. And like I said, it's some pretty rough terrain we got to go through to get to back to where we're parked. I've had that hook on there a bit. And I caught a ton of fish in that hook over there. Particularly, got to 8-aught. And I caught a ton of fish in that hook. You probably I need to take a file to swap it out for a sharper hook. Well, Rustic, I feel you on that. I've got a few spots like that. You gotta be part gymnast just to get down some of these banks to get a fish. Some of these spots we fish along this river. You don't need one of them big old long handled dip nets like Chunky uses. I just got an old Walmart cheapie net I've been using. I went through 2 nets last year breaking. I'm hoisting bigger fish up. So I'm gonna spend the money I think and get one of those hydro web nets. Well, God, I hope so, man. Hope to tear them up. All right, well, hook up. Feels like a pretty decent fish, y'all. No giant, but feels decent. Hopefully, I can get this one in. All right, guys, got our skunk buster. There we go. These things are strong. All right, there we go, guys. Nice one. Feels probably 10 or 12 pounds, probably. So, all right, we're going to get this guy back and finally got our skunk buster, guys. All right, caught him on a piece of chicken, guys. So I'm gonna switch this other rod over. The last two hits I've had have been on chicken. So got my frozen chunk of chicken. I had no ice in my cooler, and my bait is staying just rock hard frozen today. Ooh, my dadgummit hand are froze, y'all. Hey, Lance, how you doing, buddy? Lance, we finally we lost one a few minutes ago. Then right after that, we caught another. We caught one finally. Probably blue, probably 10, 12 pounds. It wasn't big enough to pull the scale out for, but we got a skunk buster. So first one I hooked felt like it had a little weight to it. Getting that last little bit of the evening here. Getting a little bit of an evening bite maybe. Got shad, carp out. Last two hits, both of them came off chicken. Just got my bum gloves all wet. Ooh. And my hands are frozen. We need a big one, y'all. We need a big one to close this day out. I might reel that one in and put some fresh chicken on that one I just caught that fish on. I may just reel it in real quick and put some fresh bait on it. Oh, hang on a second, y'all. I think we're getting there hit here. Boy, yep.
Yet I've had my pants all day and you're reeling in your darn reel.
Yep, you're good. All right, get some fresh chicken on there and see if I actually get another little hit, guys. It wasn't real hard. Pull around and get some fresh bait on. All right, got some fresh chicken out there. The doctor come in here. Hey, what's going on, Dockery? Playing it out on crappie. Awesome, Dockery. We just caught our first blue a little bit ago, Dockery. Probably about an old 10, 12 pounder. And I lost one right there before that. That felt like it had a little weight. So, been fishing most of the afternoon and no hits. And here in the last few minutes, we've had 3 hits and connected with one of them. Big Bill Veteran Cats, how we doing? So, but Hopefully, here the last few little bit of daylight. Cause like I said, we're gonna have to call it quits here for long. We didn't bring no lights or anything with us, and got a pretty good little walk out here. Y'all, Dave Dockery in the chat. He's further north than we are, and he's actually got solid ice to fish on. Danny, boy, that you ain't no joking, buddy. The wind is ripping, buddy. It has been really, really slow today. I finally caught one a little bit ago, Danny. I caught one about 10, 12 pounds, and I hooked one right before that. That actually had some weight to him. Pulled a little drag on me. And every hit I've had so far has been on the dang chicken. Got shad, but I don't have no ice on my cooler, and everything's still frozen solid. I even took it out of the cooler like 3 or 4 hours before I even set it in the house to kind of try to thaw it out. Next thing I got out here, all my bait froze back up. Danny, did you do any good, buddy? I know you was live earlier. Heck yeah, Danny. Any blues, Danny, or they all channel cat? I know you and Rustic been fishing. You guys been wearing them channel cat out. If I would have had anywhere around here that had a no blues, if I would have had a spot around here where I could get up into a tributary creek, I would definitely would have went that route. Out here in main channel, it's definitely been tough. I got my buddy with me. He's fishing with me right behind me on these rocks, and we hadn't got to fish together for months. And usually, we're usually fishing or hunting together every dang weekend. And he's been working crazy hard up north of Chicago, and finally got to come home. And we almost had the ball just to mess around and catch a bunch of numbers, but like, you know what? Let's head to the river and see if we can't get on some bigger fish. Go on, give us a big picture. We got about 15, 20 minutes here before it gets dark on us. And like I said, I'm hoping I got a headlight in my bag. At least when we walk back, so we're not using our phones. We got to come out of this big hole we're in here along the river. And so we're going to walk. Yeah, it's probably about a mile or so back to the truck, all through timber. Boy, I know when I get back to the truck, that heater is going to get cranked on, and I know my feet are going to hurt something fierce when they start thawing out. My big toe feels like a block of ice. Both of them. Well, a little mud bank I'm sitting on. There'd be absolutely no way I could fish this thing if it was above freezing. I'd probably sink up to my waist. Which is crazy because the sandbar we started on earlier today downriver, I had to take a sledgehammer. We had a regular rod holder. We were way downriver and we actually had pretty good access, so it was easy to get our stuff there. I had to take a sledgehammer and beat our rod holders into the ground. And like the first 8 inches was solid, just solid frozen. Finally, once you got through it, you were fine. But here, you get up next to this mud right here, river mud. Pretty, pretty spongy. Yeah, Danny, I'm looking forward to getting together with you, Rustic, and Rich to do some river fishing here when the weather warms up. I'll pack my gear and I head down your guys' way, or else maybe try to find a spot where we can all fish together up here. These wing dikes, we could do it, but it'll be a little crowded, but we could definitely make it work. got a bunch of geese coming in low right here. They're coming right over the top of this dike. I think they might be heading for slack water back here. Yeah, they see me. They flared away. I've got all kinds of geese coming down the river now. Heading for their nighttime. Thank you, Jody. Finally got the dang skunk off the bank. I lost a good one right before that one. I actually pulled a little bit of drag. If I was smart, man, I'd be shutting down right now to start walking out of here. The way it is, it's going to be pitch black by the time we get back to the truck. But keep hoping for that one big bite. Oh, one thing I would love about this river, y'all, is you see some of the prettiest sunrises and sunsets in this river. I should have turned the camera towards the sun whenever it was setting below the opposite bank over there. Yeah, Jim. Yep. Definitely famous last word. Like one more cast, and about 50 casts later. Behind the video, Jody. Man, I took a ton of video last 6 months. I've got saved back to put if I need to get video up. I spent like a few weeks of literally every day after work getting out, just trying to make sure I had content in case something happens. I've got enough content put back for if something happens, I can probably have content for a couple months if I do. They will do a video a week, but hey, what's going on, Dale? Well, Dale, I'm actually getting ready to uh, share down fresh bluegill, fresh carp, right where it's fishing. Heck yeah! Well, right where I'm at, Dan. There's oh my God, so many Asian carp, big head carp packed in there. But guys, I am gonna shut it down. Me and my buddy, we've got a pretty good little walk back to the truck. And thank you guys so much for coming in and watching the rods with me. And we'll catch you guys next one.